Hello. Okay, so today I recently got this cool kit. It comes with tons of colors of polymer clay. Pretty sure it's around 50. And today we are going to be making our own little keychains. So the kit comes with all these little pins to make our keychain. There's like some bells, hair elastics, and some more different kind of pins. Comes with a little rolling pin. It's also very clear, so that's kind of cool. Nice. And it comes with 15 little tools so we can sculpt our clay and make all of our different little keychains. And with that being said, and all of this clay needing to be sculpted, let's get right started. What the heck just happened? Woo! Okay, so here we go. So the first thing that we are going to be making is a burger. So we got this light kind of brown for our bun, dark kind of brown for the meat, and then we got the cheese, tomato, and lettuce. So first, let's put those aside, and let's start with our bun. Okay, so we're gonna split it in half. Again, it's best to use all these little tools. Here we go. Okay, so the top bun is gonna be a bit rounded, but a bit flat on the bottom. Just like this, and of course you can take bits off to make it smaller whenever you want. Okay, I got my little ball. It's around the right size. Gonna flatten the bottom. Kind of make it like your patty. And round the top a bit. Okay, there we go. It's a bit flat on the top and mainly flat on the bottom, a bit curved on the edges. That looks perfect. Set that aside, and let's do the bottom bun. Make it into a bun, and this one's way easier. We're just gonna flatten it out, maybe round it a bit more. Now you don't want it too thick or skinny. Okay, there we go. I got it all flat. Looks good. Now let's measure it. There we go. There is the bun. Now let's make the ingredients on the inside. Okay, so we're gonna take our meat. Now I have a pretty big ball here, but we're only gonna be using around maybe like a third. Again, make it into a ball. Flatten it out, just like your bottom bun. And there, you're basically done. Now again, just measure it. Looking good. And let's put that aside. Okay, so the next one is going to be our cheese. Okay, take it out. Make it into a ball, and we are going to flatten it. And then cut it with your tools to make it a little bit more square-like. There we go. Got it just like a little cheese. Can measure it. There. It looks perfect. Again, let's put that to the side. Pick up the scraps. Okay, so next one is going to be the red one. So you guys can make this into ketchup or tomato. I'm just deciding tomato just because it's a bit easier. Okay, we're gonna roll out a tiny little ball. Very small. Flatten it out. Just like that into a little circle. Now you're not really gonna see the insides, but just because I have these tools, I'm gonna make a little star like that, just like a tomato. Nice, it looks pretty good. Okay, we got our little tomato, and that will go right on there. Okay, on to the lettuce. Here we go, this one's gonna be pretty easy, just like the cheese, so we're gonna scrunch it up a little bit to make it look a bit more flaky. Again, make it into a ball. Gonna make it a bit flat. Now if you guys have a rolling pin, luckily my kit got a rolling pin, you could even use this, or just your hands. it doesn't have to be in a perfect square. I actually recommend cutting it more into like a curvy kind of triangle. Because then when you fold it, it looks a bit more natural. Okay, here we go. You can even kind of scrunch it up a bit. There we go. Okay, it looks cool, looks pretty cute. There is all the stuff. Okay, so we got all of our stuff right here. Now it is my favorite part, time to assemble the burger. Okay, here we go. So first I like to start with the cheese. Then I'm gonna put on some meat. Squish it all together, make it look nice. You can even make the cheese kind of poke out a bit more if you like. Then let's put on some lettuce. Like that. And our little cute tomato. Let's squish it all down. Grab our bun and close it all in. It looks good. On to the next one. Woo! Guys, here we go. We are on to the second one. So we are going to be doing McDonald's fries, of course, to go with your burger. So you're going to be needing red for the little cup and, of course, yellow for the fries. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the cup. Again, you can adjust it to size. I think you guys know what it looks like, just flat on the bottom, and it's a bit triangular, like that. Also try to get the surface flat at the top, so then you have as much room as possible for the fries. Okay, there we go. Looks pretty good to me. There. Okay, let's set that aside. Now it's time to make the fries. Okay, just take tiny pieces at a time, maybe about that much. Then roll it out in your hands. Maybe square it off a bit. And you got yourself a cute little fry. Now, let's make 3 million more. Here we go, we got all of our fries. Now it is time to place it all together. And just like that, we got ourselves some fries. So I'm just gonna add up a couple more little touch-ups. I may add some things just to connect it in a bit more. Also, one more little thing I would like to do is you can either add like an F or an M for like McDonald's or fries. So I'm going to try to do that myself. I decided to go with the F for fries. It looks very nice. Again, I may kind of push that in, but also when you put it in the oven, it will harden and everything will stay in its spot. There we go. We have our burger and our fries. On to the next one. Okay, on to our third little project. Of course, to top it off with your fries and your burger, you must have a delicious drink. So I'm going for a little Pepsi, I think. We have this dark blue for the can, we have the light blue for the lid, and white for the straw. Okay, let's start off with the cup or can. I think I'm gonna try to do like a cup. That looks pretty good. Make sure to make the bottom a bit smaller than the top, because they're just rounded a little bit like that way. And onto the lid. Of course, you're just going to be needing a tiny bit for this. Okay, press it down on the table, make a little ring, and place it on. You can add a few layers if you want. Okay, there we go. Now that it's a bit more thick and you can see it, let's put that aside and let's work on the straw. Again, you're not going to be needing much, but just make a long kind of snake and place it on just like that. There we go. We got the straw. You can even put it on a little slant if you like. There we go. Now it is time for the Pepsi logo. Now I really don't know how to do this, so I'm just gonna put like a little ring effect, just like this. So I'm gonna take a tiny bit of blue, flatten that out. There, just like that, we have the blue little ring, and take a tiny tiny bit of white. Wait, no, even smaller than that. Even smaller than that. There. Like that. Then dab that on just like that. And there we go. There's my impression of the logo. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Okay, now that we have all of these, they all look great. On to the next step. Okay, here we go. This is the final step before we put the pins in. So if there's any kind of changes you want to do, you better do it now before we put the pins in and place it in the oven. Okay, so I have this really light brown, almost kind of white, because I want to put some touch-ups on some of these. For an example, I'm going to put some sesame seeds in here, push in the fries on this one, and make some edges a bit more round on that one. First, let's start off with the sesame seeds. Okay, we got one sesame seed. Now let's do the others. Okie dokie. Wait, focus. Thank you. So we got all the little sesame seeds on here. It looks great. Now this one is ready for the oven. Okay, so what I want to do on the fries is you should take a really pointy edge like this, and we're just gonna add in the fries so it just blends into the container a bit more. Okay, there we go. It is pushed in a lot better. There we go. Now that is ready for the oven as well. Okay, for this one, there's not really much to do, except just for round off some edges a bit more. Okie dokie, looks good. Okay, these are all ready for the oven. Now we're gonna get some parchment paper, put it on a pan, and put it in the oven for half an hour at 275 degrees. Then, while they're still hot and a bit soft, we're gonna take it out and put our pins in, then let them stale and get a bit hard overnight for 24 hours. Let's put it in the oven. Okay, they just got out of the oven. They're all very hot. We got the pins. Now let's put them in. Okay, there we go. We got them all hearted in. Now we're gonna let them sit for 24 hours overnight. There you go. They've been sitting overnight. They look amazing and cute. They're not that hot anymore. They're nice and hard. Now these are ready to go on a keychain. There you go. I hope you enjoyed these keychains and the video, and
I'll see you on the next one.